Oh wait, should you be able to see me? or is that is less weird?
I'm not sure what you mean.
I could do this. Oh, it's flipped.
There you go.
You're just watching me in reverse. That's evil harabuni.
That's evil horror.
Okay, officially calling this the LCS Duo Delulu. Thank you for joining me, Cloud Tiki. How are you today?
I'm great. Can't wait to be Delulu.
Perfect. I wanted to start with my least Delulu take. So, stay in your seat for this one. I'm thinking DSG is gonna go 4th, 5th overall. I know they were ending 6th, 7th last time, but I think they have a lot to prove. I mean, there's a lot of rookies on the team, Kryra and Sajed. A lot more to work for since they don't have a sub for the first 2.5 weeks. I hope they're gonna have a strong performance.
I feel on that one, to be honest. I don't think you're gonna be with me on my first Delulu take, but I think FlyQuest will actually finish last.
No!
I think they overperformed. They came in really, really hot, and then people figured them out. And I think it's gonna take a while for them to really figure out how to play proper League of Legends, the way that the top teams are playing. And during that time, they're kind of gonna struggle.
I can kind of see that. I mean, it's either going to be a first or last, right? We go hard in the paint or we don't go at all.
Yeah, I think the teams are actually really close, so it's not a representation of FlyQuest being bad. It's just everyone's really close and someone has to be last.
Yes, I 100% agree with that. I was thinking really hard about my placements the other day for my power rankings, and I was like, damn, this actually is impossible because there's so many teams with veteran players and in theory, should be a proven roster. Shopify. And then they end straight 8th place.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
That first split didn't happen.
Exactly.
My favorite player did not go 0-8. A record placement for an LCS player. Should we hit him with the second Delulu take?
Completely unbiased. They didn't just send me a shirt with my name on it, but I think Shopify will finish top 3 this split. And I have evidence, I have proof, I have reasoning, I have logic, and it makes sense if you just close your eyes. Last split, we had Shopify in 7th place or 6th place. They finished. They looked horrible. Every single one of those players deserved to be shot in game. And then they slowly improve. They knock out 100 Thieves. They beat Team Liquid. They finished top 3. Every single week we could see an improvement. I think the coaching staff that we have between Revan and Damante, once they figure out what the problem is, do a pretty good job at fixing it. It's just they take a while to figure it out. From talking to players, from talking to the coaches and the staff, it seems like they have identified their problems and they're slowly fixing it. So I think we're going to see a Shopify that continuously improves, and by the end of the split, they will be top 3.
That's actually a very fair and valid take, I feel like. Because I was ranking Shopify way higher at Split 1 power rankings before the season. Because for that same fact, they finished 3rd place overall in the last split of LCS last year. I think that's totally fair and valid. The only thing I can think of is that wait, I lost my train of thought.
You can't think of anything.
Top 3! Top 3, here we go. Must have been the wind, I guess. My take is, I think Lion looks to recruit and import support. This is news as of today. Berserker Man is officially an NA man. Import spot is open. I think instead of a top laner, I think they lock it for support. I think based on comms attitudes in just the split second that we hear it, I feel like Inspired needs someone who responds back to him with more confidence and maybe just less mulling. That's the only communication that we see as the viewer. So all I can do is interpret from that.
I can see that. He does need someone who can go head to head with him. At least on FlyQuest he had a Whippo who could say yes or no or something like that. And oftentimes he felt frustrated that he would make a mistake and Masu and Busio would just not say anything, or Quad wouldn't say anything. But I also feel like Isles is improving at a fast rate, kind of like what happened with Busio back in 2024, where when we first saw him go to MSI and at finals, we were like, this guy he's not it. And then eventually we were like, oh my god, he's the best in the West, or the best support in the West. I don't expect Isles to have that same trajectory, but I do think that reach that same height, but I think he's going to have that same flight path. So I don't know that you risk it already. Also, Lion is a very expensive roster. So I'm not sure where you get that extra money to get a Korean support that's going to be good. Like, are you going to get someone from the LCK? Like, Peter's doing great. He's 2-0 against T1 and Gen G. It's going to be hard. Kellen, like, Life, all these supports aren't necessarily great. So I'm not sure who you pick up.
It might be that Berserker has, like, someone who he has in mind specifically, just because it's, like, it's tied to his decision of locking in NA, right? I feel like he has to have some kind of say in the matter if he's going to make such a drastic change. To basically be promised an NA.
I also thought you couldn't do that. You had to do it between, like, at the beginning of the year, not between splits. I didn't know that you could do that. Yeah, it just got dropped. Like, he got his green card, but the fact that his residency changed, that was weird to me. Because I thought you weren't allowed to do that in the middle of the year.
It might be that they've updated the rulebook instead of the changes that were... Yeah, I mean, they completely reverted a lot of the residency rules because LTA difference, right? And they are making a ton of exceptions for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just loosey-goosey, I guess.
Whatever benefits Riot. That's kind of what I've learned. It's like, Seiyus is not an import because he wasn't an import last split, which, thank you. That would be very awkward if we bring him on a 2-year contract and all of a sudden, well, we can't have him. But... yeah, I wish there would be more communication about this stuff and not... even when they communicate rules, sometimes they're like, oh, yeah, we told you that was the rule, but there's a secret rule that supersedes it that we never told you about. I was like, that makes me lose faith in you. But
super secret rules. Like the time we let Rahel takesies backsies his vein lock in last split.
Which is funny because that was the actual rule. They weren't even applying it, and it gets applied all the time in LCK. All right. Well, what's your most Delulu take? Hit me with it. I'm ready.
So circling back to take one, I think FlyQuest is gonna gig a win streak. I think they're gonna go second overall. I think FlyQuest can only be faltered by Inspired's mental gap. I don't think they can beat Lion. At least definitely not this split. But I think they bounce back. They're fresh off the boat from their Korea little trip, and I think their confidence is back. We're gonna just take it all. I also think going versus TL, like, week 1 is kind of like a blessing, right?
How so?
Did you see their performance last split?
Still better than FlyQuest.
Well, we did beat them one time.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, wait.
Oh, you beat Shopify, you beat DSG, and then you lost to Cloud9, then you lost to Cloud9 again, then you lost to Lion.
Oh, so we didn't fight them at all.
No,
that's alright. Well, in my mind, I thought we already beat them. So, there's my Delulu take. My
most Delulu take, and I don't know if your model can sit down, but I think you might need to sit down for this one. Oh, that was fast. Dig will make MSI.
MSI?
I think Dignitas is going to finish top 2. And let me explain why. If I can try to. I think Dignitas are extremely underrated. They have players that are really, really, really clutch and really experienced in Ignar, in FBI, and in Palafox. Palafox is playing like Palafaker, not like, Paladog that we saw towards the end of Split 3 last year. FBI, every team that this guy touches becomes great. He joins NRG, guess what? They make it to Worlds, they win a championship. He joins Golden Guardians, a perennial last place team. They beat TSM, get reverse swept, then they go to 100 Thieves, they win the split. They make 3 finals in a row, 3 Worlds in a row. Like, this guy, and then he comes back to 100 Thieves. Again, they make it to the final the first split. They make it to Worlds. Like, every team that this guy touches just ends up being great. And then you have Ignar. Last time he was here, he won a championship. And Photon's actually really good. XU is, like, learning. He's finally on a good team where he can learn. Just, like, the combination of putting a core that knows how to win together, a really, really good top laner, and a jungler who's actually willing to learn, I think is like the perfect fit of having everyone to play together, especially since the support has a lot of experience. Like, support is one of those roles where if you put a rookie as a support, he's going to be lost, even if he's mechanically good. They don't have that problem. they can beat the teams that are struggling, because in Split 2, we're going to have a bunch of teams that are trying to figure out who they are, whereas this team already knows who they are. And they're going to use that momentum to finish second and then not make Worlds. But we don't talk about that.
MSI. Wait, where are they placing in MSI?
Oh, I don't... the play-ins, I don't know if they're going to make it out of play-ins. So
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I guess I'm surprised by that. Because I was already counting Dig down and out. To be honest, I just feel like I can't foster their storyline in my head if I'm already caring about, like, 5 other teams. I'm like, they have to be last. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I did predict them to finish 7th, but this is my Delulu.
Okay, true. Wow. So right now, our ranking is... Wait, FlyQuest or Dig 2nd, Shopify 3rd, DSG 4th, 5th? Is Lion number 1 for you?
Yeah, I think Lion is going to finish number 1.
So Lion Dig in the in the finals in this Delulu world?
I don't know that I want to live in that world, but yeah.
I can see
think
it.
about it. Dignitas would have to beat Shopify in the 2nd, 3rd place to make it to the final, so we would have to lose to Dignitas again.
Wow. That would be quite the chain of events to stop their run.
Yeah.
But maybe that's kind of just like perfect cinema, you know?
Yeah, and then Isles beats his former team to win another title.
You know what?
He did it once.
I
He
kind
beat
of like
Cloud9,
this.
his first former team. Then now he's beating his other former team.
As long as FlyQuest doesn't end 8th place, like you said. Wait, maybe just ship it for 5th or 6th. Same as last time.
Sure. We can do FlyQuest 5th, 6th. That's basically saying one of Cloud9 and Team Liquid aren't going to make playoffs, but because we have DSG, we have FlyQuest making it in, we have Dignitas, we have Lion, and we have Shopify. Only one more team can make it in. I'm assuming we're not saying Sentinels.
No.
So then we have one of Cloud9 or Team Liquid not making it in.
Sorry, Sentinels. I guess I just have a thing against red.
Do you have a thing against blue? They're both blue teams, Cloud9 and Team Liquid.
No, I think that's mostly just a meme against chat, because I feel like 90% of chatters are C9 fans. Which is funny, because I feel like TL is like the most popular org, right?
Right now, I don't honestly know. In League of Legends, it could still be Cloud9, but it's changing a lot, so it's kind of difficult to keep track of it. Like, a few years ago, it was definitely C9. In 2023, now I'm not entirely sure.
Well, this has been great. Thank you for your Delulu takes. I appreciate your time, Cloud.
Thank you for not hanging up on me when I said the fuck was supposed.
Yep. No, we're cutting that out.